Hey everyone, in this video I'll be unboxing the Galaxy Z Fold 3. So I bought this from rebello.com and I only paid $17.39 Australian dollars for this. Usually the original price for this would be $2,500 for the 256 gig model, or if you go for the 512 gig model, that's $26.49 Australian dollars. So this is a refurbished model, so that's why I got it for a cheaper price. It's still a very expensive device, but this device has only been out for 5 to 6 months. So yeah, I guess it's a good deal. So as you can see, I got the 256 gig model in Phantom Black. This is also available in Phantom Green and Phantom White. Let's go ahead and unbox it. I can kind of see they've gave me a SIM ejection tool. So they gave me a prepaid SIM for Optus. They've also given me a charging cable, and pretty rare, they actually gave me a 25-watt charger. That doesn't even come with the actual box, so that's pretty cool. And here is the device. So pretty cool that they included the charging cable, a power adapter, and a SIM card. So here's the Galaxy Z Fold 3. We'll just take a look around the box. So that's the front, Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G. On the side we got Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G and Samsung. Let's open this. So here is the Fold. There's the Fold, and inside we got Care Plus, and in here, oh okay, so we got a charging cable, with a quick start guide and warranty information. So it looks like I got 2 USB cables. It's pretty cool. So here's the Galaxy Fold. Very first impressions. It is a bit heavy. And this is the very first time I actually have a folding phone. So I'm really excited to try this out. As you can see, the front, it looks pretty good. And if I fold this, there you go. So it looks like they took out the screen protector, which is okay for the front. And there's the back view. So let's just turn this on. Alright, welcome. So let's start. So let's agree to all this. Alright, I'm going to put in my Wi-Fi password. And now we can set up the fingerprint, which I will do. So let's go ahead and do it. And then I'll use this pin. Alright, now let's train the fingerprints. Next. And press OK. We'll skip this for now. Skip. And now here we have some warnings about the fold. I mean, since this is a pretty fragile screen. So here are some of the warnings. So obviously you don't be pressing too hard with your nails, and avoid using it with magnets, etc. Alright, and we all set up. the Galaxy Fold. So now let's do a hardware walkthrough of the Fold 3. So as you can see on the front, we have a 6.2 inch display, or the cover display, with a resolution of 2268 by 832. So it has a pixel density of 387, and this is 120 Hertz. And on the main screen, if we open it, the main screen is a 7.6 inch display with a resolution of 2208 by 1768. Has a pixel density of 374, and also is a 120 Hertz display. So now let's go through the hardware controls. So as you can see on the right side, we have a fingerprint scanner and also a sleep wake button. Next to that, we have the volume controls, and we also have the SIM card slot. On the top, we have microphones and a top firing speaker. On the bottom, we have a bottom firing speaker, and we have a microphone along with a USB Type-C port. On the back, we have a triple camera setup. So the top is a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. We have a 12 megapixel main camera and a 12 megapixel telephoto camera. And this all can record in 4K 60 frames per second. And here we have a LED flashlight. And here is just the hinge. As you can see, it is a fingerprint magnet with Samsung. And on the front, we have a 10 megapixel punch hole camera. So this can record in 4K 30 frames per second. And on the inside, we have a 4 megapixel under display camera. As you can see, it is a bit, you can still kind of see it, but it's a bit pixelated. So this Fold has a 4400 milliamp hour battery, supports 25 watt super fast charging, 10 watt fast wireless charging, and 4.5 watt reverse wireless charging. So as you can see, here is a closer look when the Fold is opened. There's the bottom view. And the right hand side view. So let's talk about the design. So all the new models now have a matte finish to it, so similar to the S21 lineups. So with the Galaxy Z Fold last year, if you get the Mystic Bronze version, you actually do get that matte finish, but if you had the black version, that would be a glossy finish. But this year, all the colors now have a matte finish. They also say that the material design, which is the aluminium frame, is 10% more durable than last year's Fold. And the front and back cover of the Fold 3, the glass is now made from Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. And also improvement is the main screen, which is this screen here. It is now 80% more durable compared to the other Folds, and still has that still supports that ultra thin glass display. And the screen on both the main and the front is now brighter. And now the front, or the front cover display, is now 120 Hertz. So one of the new settings with the Fold 3 in software is, if we go into settings, we scroll down to advanced features, and we go into labs right here. So the first feature we have is multi-window for all apps. So this forces all the apps, all the third-party apps, to be enabled with the multi-window feature. So if we turn this on, and let's say for example we're on the internet, and we swipe over with this edge feature and we open up, let's say, YouTube. We can drop it down here, and if another feature we want to include, maybe settings, we can pin it there. So obviously I think all these apps are supported, but if we're using, for example, let's say Instagram, we know, I mean, Instagram's never going to be supported for like these tablet-sized devices, but usually it would just say that you can't, it won't allow it if we want to use Instagram over here or here somewhere. But now if we turn on that feature, it will force it to be open. Also, another big feature is now we have the under-screen camera, as you can see right there. You can still see it. Usually, if I'm looking face on, you can see the pixels. The camera doesn't really do a really good job, but you can kind of see it. Like just in real life, you can still kind of see it. Obviously, it's much better than a punch hole. And although it is a low resolution camera, I kind of wish they made it like 40 megapixels or something, just because, you know, 4 megapixel just seems really underwhelming, especially for the price you're paying. In saying that, not a lot of people are going to use this, and I think the best part about this is when you have apps open, it's going to use that whole full screen instead of having that black line where the usually where the punch hole is, so it's a lot better. In terms of S Pen functionality, this now supports S Pen. Unfortunately, I don't have an S Pen to demonstrate you the software features, but it's very similar to, let's say, the S21 Ultra with the S Pen. Like all the software is basically exactly the same thing. The only thing that you need to be worried about is you need to use a specific Z Fold edition for the Fold. If you want to use the S Pen, you can't use like the Notes S Pen or the S21 Ultra S Pen, because it's going to give you a warning saying it won't work. Also, another thing, it only works for the inner display, not the outer display. So if you want to use the S Pen, it only would work. It's only going to work for the inside display. Also, another thing with this device, it is now water resistant. So it has a rating of IPX8. So that means that it can be submerged in water up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. But no rating for dust resistance. I still wouldn't recommend submerging this in water because it's not covered under warranty. But to have a folding device that can be water resistant is pretty amazing. Also, another thing is this is using the Snapdragon 888 processor, has 12 gigs of RAM. I'm not going to do Geekbench because we pretty much know the results. If you have any 888 devices, they're all basically the same thing. And plus, you know, Geekbench scores and all these scores doesn't really translate to real world usage. So yeah, but as you can see, you can still see the crease. But obviously if you're going to be in apps, like if you have like a white background, you don't really see it or don't really notice it as much as, let's say you have a dark background app. But obviously with like punch holes and notches and all those things that kind of be in your screen, you tend to ignore it and it doesn't really bother you. But overall, this is a I'm going to use this as my main device for the next couple of weeks, see how it goes. I'm really excited because mainly because of watching videos, but also using this as like my GPS in my car. I don't really have like a GPS like TVs or screen or anything in my car. It's pretty old school. So using this as my GPS is going to be really amazing, and I really do hope it changes the way. It's just going to make things a lot more easier. So that's it. That's the Galaxy Z Fold 3 refurbished model. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I haven't been uploading in quite a while. There hasn't been much technology that I've been really interested in, and you know, I'm trying to save a lot of money, but you know, I think this was a device that I really wanted to get because I was just really interested in it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.